If he comes out, then go sign the contract and we will fight.
Like, do you think Manny can beat like a fighter like Rolly, in your opinion, Shane?
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. What do you see there?
I see that he get those more punches and combinations and knows very well.
Big welterweight. And when you look at Roy Romero, he's not that big. He's not a real welterweight. I don't think he's even that big for 140. I mean, Isak Cruz, who's a blown-up lightweight, blasted him out. So it's like, I think they're looking at that fight against Romero to be not as physically imposing as Mario Barrios.
At the press conference, Manny Pacquiao calmly responded to Rolando Raleigh, Romero's endless trash talk, by saying that he talks too much. Pacquiao challenged him to stop talking and start acting if he truly believes he can win his response. Carried quiet authority reminding everyone that Pacquiao has always been a man of action, not words. His statement reflected his trademark humility and confidence, proving once again that he lets his fists do the talking when it matters most inside the ring.
And we spoke to Rolando Romero, who's a potential opponent for you in the future. He said that he would like to have a Hall of Famer on his resume. What do you tell him?
In the resume, he can beat me.
Manny, Tim Bradley said that he was a little upset with both your performance and Barrios. He said that it was a sparring session. What do you tell Tim Bradley? What do you tell him? You know Tim Bradley well. You fought him 3 times.
That's his opinion.
The boxing world was left stunned after new reports emerged about Manny Pacquiao's next move. Despite being far beyond the typical retirement age, Pacquiao continues to chase greatness, showing that his passion for boxing still burns bright. His rumored return instantly grabbed worldwide attention, according to Box Raw on X. Pacquiao is reportedly set to face welterweight world champion Rolando Raleigh Romero in Las Vegas. Pac-Man will be 47 years old in December before the potential 2026 title fight. Romero has stirred up controversy by openly disrespecting Pacquiao, calling his boxing style ugly and claiming he has no real skills. His harsh remarks went viral, drawing backlash from fans who accused him of arrogance toward one of the sport's all-time legends. Whether Romero truly underestimates Manny or is simply seeking attention, his words have turned a possible matchup into a heated personal rivalry that has captured global interest.
Pacquiao to me, Pacquiao is the fucking ugliest guy in boxing. And look what the fuck he's accomplished. And now every fucking fight in the Philippines, just because I fight differently, and it means that I don't know half no fucking skills. I got my own fucking skills. That's what got me this far. It's like fucking Prince Nassim Hamed. You gonna say fucking he don't got no damn skills? Every fighter got skills. Look, in this fucking generation, if you don't try to box like Floyd, a typical Mexican, a Russian like Lomachenko, or a European fighter, you're trashing this sport. You apparently don't know how to box. Because these are the fucking idols of the boxing.
Don't matter if he beats Barrios or not. Still Rolly Pacquiao. How many losses Pacquiao? Oh, that's another thing, bro. Pacquiao another one that don't give about losses, and everyone keep tuning in for him, right? Bro, all that undefeated shit, that don't mean shit if you're not fighting over. Nobody gives a fuck about you. There's so many bigger fights for me. Like, would I rather fight? I don't know. For instance, Pacquiao or Jerome Ennis? What's a bigger fight for me? What fight would sell more? Me and Broner or me and Jerome Ennis? Me and Broner. What would sell more? Me and Ryan again or me and Jerome Ennis? What would sell more? Tank coming up to fight for his fourth division? Me and Jerome Ennis. It's just basic, you know. What's a bigger fight for? Like, it's not. I'm not even talking about money. It's the money. What's a bigger fight for the boxing world?
Manny Pacquiao recently announced his intention to step back into the ring soon. He admitted he was not fully satisfied with his last performance and feels there is still unfinished business. Even at his age, Pacquiao's motivation, discipline, and work ethic remain unshaken. He believes boxing is more than just titles. It's about constantly testing oneself and pushing personal limits. Fans admire his humility, relentless drive, and love for competition as a product of pure passion rather than any pursuit of fame or fortune.
Will you be fighting again kaya this year again, Manny? Everyone asking, how did you prepare for the fight?
Wala akong ibang naisip ko din. Focus on training every day. Like even Sunday, distraction, anything like that. For 2 months. Kasi nakahabol ako sa oras. Possibly yung mga ganong fight, dapat mga 3 months, 4 months. Especially sa edad ko na.
Yeah.
Diba?
Yeah.
Satisfied ako sa naging condition ko but hindi pa talaga yun yung 100% na ma-achieve na
Yeah.
timing, yung more punches, umabot.
Will you be fighting again kaya this year again, Manny? Everyone asking.
This year, mga December.
Former world champion Shane Mosley shared his thoughts on the potential Pacquiao versus Romero clash, expressing full confidence that Manny would win. Mosley stated that Pacquiao's power, speed, and experience would overwhelm Romero's aggressive but predictable approach. Having fought Pacquiao himself, Mosley understands the unique explosiveness and rhythm that only Manny possesses. He believes that Pacquiao's ring intelligence and conditioning, even at this late stage, would prove too much for Romero, leading to yet another memorable victory for the Filipino legend.
Like, do you think Manny can be like a fighter like Rolly, in your opinion, Shane?
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. What do you see there?
See where he get those more punches and combinations and knows very well. It'd be hard for Roy to get close to him.
Okay, because yeah, people would say like, oh, Rolly's a big puncher. He's a lot younger than Manny. He's been active. Like he's a big guy.
Yeah. But he would have to. He's gonna do that fight in December, so I'm not sure if he's gonna be fighting Rolly or anybody. He has to fight in December. They has to do it, so I know that. And then from there, then maybe he can fight Rolly or some whoever else.
Boxing analyst and former fighter Chris Algieri also voiced his excitement about the possible Pacquiao-Romero matchup, describing it as a must-watch event. He highlighted that Pacquiao's legendary reputation paired with Romero's brash personality creates an ideal mix of respect and rivalry. Algieri noted that while Manny is approaching 50, his fighting spirit remains undiminished. This bout, he said, would test Pacquiao's endurance and give Romero an opportunity to prove himself. Against a true icon, the stark contrast between Manny's humble character and Romero's arrogance adds extra intrigue for fans around the world.
You faced Manny Pacquiao. What did you think about his performance? Should he continue? What's going on?
Guy's still doing it. It's mind-blowing. 46 years old. Listen, did he look like Manny of old? No. Did he look great? No. But he looked damn good for a 46-year-old. The fact that he was able to compete at that level with a 30-year-old champion, I mean, it just speaks worlds to Manny Pacquiao and how special he truly is. They're talking about him and Rolly's. I don't mind that fight. I think that fight makes a lot of sense. Rolly's not a big welterweight. Manny's obviously not a big welterweight, never has been. That fight I think makes a lot of sense. I'd like to see Manny win another world title, and then maybe make the fight.
Boxing commentator Showbiz the Adult analyzed how rapidly this potential fight gained massive online attention. He confirmed that negotiations are underway and that both camps are reportedly close to finalizing a deal. Showbiz emphasized the emotional contrast between the two fighters, Pacquiao representing legacy, honor, and discipline, while Romero symbolizes youthful rebellion and confidence. The public's curiosity about whether the veteran can outthink and outfight the loud newcomer has made this rumored bout one of the sport's most talked about stories. In recent months, insiders suggest that an official announcement could be imminent once contract details are completed.
It's GOAT versus GOAT. We know Rolly Romero is the damn GOAT. Alright, number two. Just thanks Rolly Romero's resume. One of the best resumes in boxing, period. Right. Big Ryan Garcia. It's like Javante Tank Davis and Pitbull and shit, man. If you look at it this way, Rolly Romero talking shit crazy. Who do I have winning the fight? Listen, man. Rolly Romero was the front. You treated last week that you never lied about anything. But really, you must have told some little white lie. Tell us a lie. Hey, God. You know what? You seen me do the right? Sure. Just in a lot of things with Rolly Romero on his own. And listen, we've built up the type of product when we're together that just it goes viral and it's a great moment. I love Rolly Romero. It's hard for me to go up against things. Manny Pacquiao though. Manny Pacquiao is my age, a little bit old. I mean, come on, dog. He got robbed against Mario Barrios. Come on. I mean, this should be a unification, right? But I don't know.
Manny Pacquiao's determination remains unwavering as he sets his sights on another title shot at age 47. After his previous bout with Mario Barrios ended in a draw, Pacquiao now seeks redemption by challenging Rolando Romero for the welterweight crown. While most fighters his age have long since retired, Pacquiao refuses to slow down, insists that as long as his body responds and his heart stays strong, he will continue to compete at the highest level. Admirers praise his courage and commitment, though some question whether facing a much younger opponent is wise for Manny. It's not about proving himself to others, it's about fulfilling his own competitive spirit.
Breaking news in the sport of boxing: Manny Pacquiao and Rolly Romero. It's probably going to end up happening. Manny Pacquiao said right here, all they're waiting for is the negotiation and finalizing the deal, signing on the paper. And this fight is probably going to go down in Las Vegas. Manny Pacquiao, Rolly Romero. I don't know. Looking at it from right now, I'm going to have to go with Manny Pacquiao. I think Rolly Romero's feet are just too flat, too heavy. I think Manny Pacquiao boxes him. But let me know in the comments what you think, man. Is this fight going to happen? Number one, number two, who do you got? And number three, if Manny Pacquiao does win the title, does he unify or does he retire being the oldest champion, setting another world record? Let me know what you think.
Several boxing analysts have offered their honest takes on the potential matchup, while some say it may not deliver explosive action given both fighters' styles at welterweight. They agree that the emotional and stylistic contrast alone makes it a fascinating event. The narrative of youth versus experience, arrogance versus humility and speed versus timing ensures that fans will be watching closely, regardless of the outcome.
Manny Pacquiao is back again. Legend Manny Pacquiao, after getting a draw to Mario Barrios that he definitely should have won, is once again looking to get a title shot at the age of 47 against another weak champion, Rolly Romero. Can he do it? Well, honestly, maybe. Everybody loves Rolly Romero, the guy. No one really respects him as a boxer. Kind of been a joke. And even after upsetting Ryan Garcia, who's also kind of a joke, people are still pretty down on him. And you know that because 47-year-old Manny Pacquiao is willing to fight him. It really says how weak this division is, that both Rolly Romero and Mario Barrios are champions at welterweight without ever having won any fight at welterweight. How does that happen? 3D sanctioning bodies. See, it's stuff like this that make people think they should overturn the Ali Act and hand boxing over to Dana White. But either way, Manny Pacquiao looked a lot better than most people expected in his last fight. And honestly, you can never count this guy out, especially against weaker opponents like Rolly Romero. Although I do think Rolly is a step up from Mario Barrios, but I still think Manny can do it. Not will, can. Do you think Manny Pacquiao can reclaim a title at the age of 47 and beat Rolly Romero? Let me know in the comments.
Mario Barrios showed deep respect toward Pacquiao during their fight, something that Rolando Romero seems unlikely to replicate. This difference in attitude could be a deciding factor, as Pacquiao often performs his best when opponents underestimate him. His calm focus, composure, and ability to read fighters have always been among his greatest strengths. Facing someone as overconfident as Romero might just bring out the sharpest version of Manny once again.
Rolando Romero fight at welterweight, and it could be at the very end of this year. For me, I love it. I love it a lot. In fact, after the Barrios fight, I said I didn't really want to see a rematch with Barrios. Listen, the Barrios fight was cool. I had greater expectations, I want to say, for it. But the reality is, with Barrios, he's 6 feet tall and he's kind of like a boxer. So an older Pacquiao out of commissioned for so long and, you know, politics, all that type of stuff. It really just made for like a decent fight, but not legendary, right? Wasn't as much action. I also think that Barrios played it very respectable. I get it, you're in there with a legend, but you got to look like Eminem said. If you had one shot, one opportunity to capture everything, would you capture it or let it slip? His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms is heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti. You know what I mean? You got one shot, you got to capitalize. And I felt like Barrios was just ultimately too respectful. And then Pacquiao, he's a legend, so he was pushing through it. But I think it would have been better for Pacquiao if he took a tune-up and then did a title fight. But when time isn't on your side, you're already 40-something years old. You kind of have to, you don't want to waste camps on, you know, maybe tune-ups. But with Rolly, somebody will get hurt and somebody probably get knocked out. So that's what I like about this fight.
Chris Algieri further noted that Romero isn't as physically imposing as some believe. Compared to Mario Barrios, he said Romero would likely pose less of a physical challenge. Pacquiao's long history of defeating naturally larger fighters shows that size has never been a problem for him. In this case, Algieri believes Manny might actually benefit from the matchup, able to control the pace early, use his precision and timing effectively, and dominate the fight from the opening round onward.
But as amazing as it was that Manny was able to do that, it's still a tough fight. Because Barrios is still big, he's still strong. He's a real welterweight, and he's actually a big welterweight. And when you look at Rolly Romero, he's not that big. He's not a real welterweight. I don't think he's even that big for 140. I mean, Isaac Cruz, who's a blown-up lightweight, blasted him out. So it's like, I think they're looking at that fight against Romero to be not as physically imposing as Mario Barrios. He also has a version of the WBA title, so there's a title on the line there. At the height, he's actually, he's much shorter than Mario Barrios, obviously. Barrios is like 6 feet tall. I was really surprised how tall he is.
Is Rolly the main WBA champion?
No, he's the
Oh, Ennis is the main WBA champion.
and it's right. And then I don't know if he gets elevated. I don't know how that works. This whole first of all, all right, this is a whole nother thing. I'm going
WBA regular title, whatever. Yes.
This whole elevation without winning a fight thing is garbage. Look at Barrios. Barrios has not won a fight yet at welterweights. He got the interim title, was elevated, and then has 2 back-to-back draws. The man has not won a title fight yet. So we got to stop this email champion elevation thing. Elevate is fine, but the next fight should be for the title. I don't care. You should not just be elevated via email. You have to fight somebody, because you get a situation like this where, Barrios, no knock on him, he's following it's the rules that are being laid in front of him. The man has not won a title fight yet. Yes, he won the Ugas fight. That was the interim title. There was a champion there. It was Crawford.
They call him a 2-time champion. Did he have a major world title at 140? Or was it the secondary BA title?
See, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but we had the main title at 140.
Because, and then we're looking at Rolly Romero, and you're saying he's a 2-time world champion too, but he doesn't have a main title at welterweight either.
No, he had the main title at 140.
140 though, when he beat Barroso.
Yeah.
But not at welterweight. So they're calling him a 2-time champion too. So there's all these details. But in terms of that fight, I don't hate it. I think the buildup will be great. Mario wasn't the most marketable guy in terms of doing interviews and selling the fight. He had the look